Hi and welcome. Today we are going to learn everything you need to know about the cross product of vectors through this single problem. Two methods are applied in the calculation of the cross product, and the first method is the method of the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, and the second method is the direct substitution. Method 1. We will have to rearrange our vectors as a 3 by 3 matrix. So with I, J, K, so for vector A, we have 5, 7, negative 2. For vector B, we have 3, 8, positive 4. So to find the determinant of the matrix, we usually say that you reduce the matrix into a 2 by 2 matrix. For instance, when you stop at I, you ignore the row and the column that coincides at I, so which means you will remain with 7, negative 2, 8, 4, and then you find the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix by multiplying the leading diagonal and subtracting the secondary diagonal. That means 7 times 4 minus 8 times negative 2 plus J. If you stop at J, you ignore the row, the column that intersects at J. That means you remain with 5, negative 2, 3, 4, and then you find the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix by taking the product of the leading diagonal minus the product of the secondary diagonal. That means 5 times 4 minus 3 times negative 2 plus K. If you stop at K, you ignore all the rows and columns that coincides at K, which means you remain with 5, 7, 3, 8. And so you take the product of the leading diagonal minus the product of the secondary diagonal. That is 5 times 8 minus 7 times 3. And this will give us 44I plus 26J plus 19K. But you'll have to appreciate the presence of the alternating positive and negative signs. So that means we usually have positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, then positive. That means here we have positive, here we have negative, and here we have positive. You don't apply that to the rest. So this means here at J, there is a negative. You'll have to appreciate the presence of the negative at J. So which means the final answer will be 44I minus 26J plus 19K. You can see that this method is quite a shortcut, but it is very technical due to the presence of the alternating positive and negative signs, which may at some times be confusing, but you have to be aware that there is a negative sign at J and a positive sign at I and K. So now, let us learn about the second method of multiplying them directly but applying the rules. of cross product. Rule number 1 is that I times I is equals to J times J is equals to K times K and is equals to 0. Another rule is that I times J is equals to K, J times K is equals to I, and K times I is equals to J. Now, when you reverse them, the sign changes. That is, I times K equals to negative J, K times J equals to negative I, and J times I equals to negative K. Now, looking at this product, A cross B, I times I is 0, I times J is K, I times K is negative J, J times I is negative K, J times J is 0, J times K is I, K times I is J, K times J is negative I, and K times K is 0. So we end up with 5 times 8K plus 5 times 4 negative J plus 7 times 3 negative K plus 7 times 4 negative I plus negative 2 times 3 J plus negative 2 times 8 negative I. So 5 times 8, 40K, 5 times 4 plus 20 negative J, so it will make it negative 20J, plus 7 times 3 is 21, negative K, so negative 21K, 7 times 4 is 28, negative I, minus 28I, 2 times 3 is 6, is negative 6, so negative 6J, negative 2 times 8 is negative 16, times negative I, it becomes positive 16I. If you add 14K minus 21K, that is 19K, negative 20J minus 6J, that is negative 26J, 28I plus 16I, that will be positive 44I. If you rearrange this, you'll end up with 44I minus 26J plus 19K. And this is the same answer as the one that we found using method 1. I recommend that you choose whichever method that you have confidence in. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.